Thank you. Hi, everybody. Very nice to see so many people from all over, familiar faces, unfamiliar faces. I'm very happy. Thank you very much for joining. So, this talk is sort of in about three parts. So, first, I'm going to talk a bit about myself. People love doing that. So do I. I'm going to talk about confidence, self-esteem, self-compassion, the rules of the mind. And in the end, I'm going to do a guided meditation where I'm going to ask all of you to close your eyes and listen with your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. And yeah, so a bit about me. I found out that I am a multi-potentialite. I don't know if anyone has heard that before. I'd never heard it before, but when I saw the video, a TED Talk by Emily Wapnick, I started crying because I felt seen. I felt like I belong. I felt like I'm not weird or different to everyone else. So I'll tell you a bit what it means. It means being interested in tons of different things. So my life, I studied performing arts. So I'm a singer, I'm an actress, I'm an okay dancer. I was a front woman of several heavy metal bands, of rock bands. I took part in musicals and theater and film. I played all kinds of sport. And as soon as, I was good at the sport, I sort of moved to another sport. I lived in tons of different countries, and I've been in Berlin for 6.5 years. That's never happened in my life. 3.5 was like the longest I've ever lived anywhere. And I've done tons of different jobs. So I've done sales, I've worked in a kindergarten. And when Corona hit, I had been organizing the go-to conferences in Berlin and Amsterdam for about 3 years. But Corona hit, no more conferences, no more job. And I loved that job. And I was absolutely heartbroken when it was gone. On top of that, COVID, I'm like a extrovert person. I need people around me to fill me up with energy. Being alone, I can, now that I'm older, I can be alone, but I love being around people. So Corona hit me really, really hard. Um, I've always been a very, very positive person, but that absolutely cracked me. Um, I've been single for a long time, a very long time, since I divorced 10 years ago, basically. And then I thought, oh my God, Corona, where do I meet people? Where do I meet guys? Won't happen. So that came in. I had some issues at home that weren't my problems, but I sort of fled from them. So I fled to Portugal, where I was dropped into other problems that weren't mine. And even though I am a very positive person, all these things, they absolutely cracked me, and I had to deal with all sorts of trauma of harassment, sexual violence issues, which a lot of us have with the body. And so I was in a dark place. I was in a very dark place. And then I remember like a video passing by my YouTube, and it was of Marissa Peer. I don't know if you've heard of Marissa Peer before. Anyone heard of her before? I can't see your hands. Never mind. But she talked about core beliefs and the rules of the mind, and how to deal with stuff that is stuck so deep in your subconscious mind, and basically take it out and change it, change your mind, change the words you tell yourself. And then, so, whilst watching that, I that heaviness, that weight, that darkness that was around me and that I was carrying sort of suddenly lifted, and I felt light, which was in like 5 minutes, just because I started understanding stuff. So I was researching, and I found out that I can actually study that. So it's called rapid transformational therapy. It's an amazing method that helps people deal with their issues that lie beneath the conscious mind, and it's amazing, and it's just changed my life completely. um, I found out that there were so many things in my life that I hadn't been looking at because I was used to them. They were familiar to me. And suddenly I started noticing why my life was full of sexual violence and harassment. I figured out why I hated my body and my dad. I understood why so many people tried manipulating me all the time. I was used to it. It was familiar. And the mind loves everything that is familiar. And so that made me feel not enough, not good enough, not lovable enough, just in the end, just not enough. And I started making all these thoughts unfamiliar. I changed the words I told myself. I changed my actions. I stopped these looping thoughts. And I learned that power, knowledge is absolutely power. So when you know where your issues come from, you have the power to change them. And the more you understand what happened in your childhood, the more you change you can bring into your life now. I know oftentimes as kids, for example, until we're about 5, we don't understand things the way adults understand it. We basically, the whole world revolves around us. So when we see our parents fighting, for example, we think it's our fault. So we take that on us, and that becomes a belief, and that stays until we're older, until we're adults. So once you know what actually happened, what beliefs you have, you can actually release them and replace those beliefs. And it's not necessarily what happened, but the meaning we attach to what happened. So that's another thing we start understanding when we get deeper into our subconscious mind, because everything is stored there, right? So I was building my practice. I studied for a year. I was building my practice. And then my lovely friend, Alma, who's here tonight, said to me, "Hey, Natalie, there's a job at Thoughtworks." And me knowing Thoughtworks from GoTo, thought, ha, here I am, multi-potentialite again. Yes, I'm interested. So it was something new again. And I applied for the job, and I loved everyone I interviewed with, and now I'm here for 3.5 weeks. And me saying multi-potentialite again is basically what we do is everything that I have learned before, I take into the next thing, the next job, the next the next thing. So yeah, so I've been here, and I'm very happy being here and connecting with all of you. So to start, I would like so on my journey, I was thinking about words that people around me said to me when I was a child. Sentences they said, my parents, my brothers, my grandparents. For example, one thing that hit me quite hard was, if you want to make it as an artist, an actress, a singer, I wanted to be a model, a dancer, I wanted to be anything on stage. My parents said, well, you'll probably have to sleep with a man who has the power to make you successful. That stayed with me for my whole life. I was never successful in singing, acting, or dancing. Another thing I have heard is like, hey, he's just mean to you because he likes you. I'm pretty sure you have heard the same thing growing up. He's just being mean to you because that means he likes you. Yeah, makes us attract weird people who treat us badly because that's familiar. That's what we've learned. Things like quit arguing. Oh, you're fat, don't wear that, don't be bossy. You're like me, you can't write either, or sing or draw or whatever. Emotions being devalued, like don't be angry, stop crying, you're overreacting, stop throwing a tantrum. So these are all things that I have heard. If I would love to invite you to share whatever you have heard from your parents, your grandparents, from people around you that are more or less in that same ball game. whilst doing that, with my clients, I've heard things like, little girls should be seen, not heard. Stop talking and do as I say. Don't do that. It's dangerous. Oh, don't run. You'll get your dress dirty, and be careful. You'll hurt yourself. Parents saying, oh, your brother is way better at sports or at school or more accomplished and stuff like that. Don't brag. Women aren't good in maths. All these things, you're selfish. Exactly. When you set boundaries, that helps us what? Nothing. It helps us not have any boundaries, which can be really bad. But yeah, so if feel free to just write down what you have heard and what stayed in your mind as an adult. So all these words and these actions, oh, stop nagging. Yeah, I know that one too. They form our core beliefs. So our core beliefs are formed in the subconscious mind before birth until we're about 7 years old. And that's where we internalize truth and reality. There's a part in the brain that acts like a filter or a nightclub bouncer. That's what it said in the text, which I thought was quite funny because we haven't seen nightclub bouncers in about 2 years now. And that is called RAS. It's the reticular activating system. So all our senses, apart from smell, are wired to that reticular activating system. Blah. And it basically makes sure that your brain doesn't have to deal with more information than it can handle. So basically, it's like a gatekeeper of information that is let into your conscious mind. And it selects the most important information we pay attention to. So when we're children, we trust the ones that are closest to us, right? We need to believe our caregivers because or else we don't survive. So now as adults, that RAS filters out all the information that is familiar, and that information confirms our beliefs. You experience confirmation bias. So a quick example for confirmation bias. I tried getting pregnant for 3.5 years. I couldn't, and everywhere I went, there were pregnant women. So my brain filtered that information out, and all I could see were pregnant women. On a happier note, I drive a little yellow 2CV, in German called an Ente, and I'd never seen an Ente or a 2CV in Berlin, and now I see them everywhere. So there's also good stuff that gets filtered. So the base of our core beliefs is usually 3 things. I'm different, I can't connect. It's not available to me, and I'm not enough. And we're here in the I'm not enough globe. So I'm just going to have a look at the sentences written here. You have the appearance of a young lady with a high-pitched voice. Don't expect too much when getting into IT consulting. Yeah, thanks. Women's voices do not come across as confident as men's voices. So men are better for reading news. What bullshit. You should be a guy. Women should behave in a certain way. Tech courses are hard. You'll never make it. Exactly. That dress shows your figure too much. Yeah, exactly. I'm very, very sorry you had to hear these horrible sentences. They make something, right? They change the way we think about ourselves, the way we talk to ourselves, and they change the way we feel about ourselves. We feel not good enough, not smart enough, not brave enough, not strong enough or beautiful enough, not thin enough, not powerful enough, not lovable enough. It makes us feel like we don't matter enough, like our voice doesn't matter, that we don't have enough value. It just makes us feel like we are not enough. And when you feel like you're not enough, you say things that aren't very kind. I used to say all the time, oh my God, I'm so stupid. I'm pretty sure there are more of you who have said that. Feel free to post in the chat whatever you say to yourself, the words that hurt you, the words that aren't very nice, due to the belief that you're not enough because of the stuff that was said to you when you were a child. So your mind doesn't care whether what you're saying is true or a lie. It doesn't care if it's good or bad, if it's true or false, if it's healthy or unhealthy, or right or wrong. It simply acts on your words regardless. So your mind does what it thinks you want it to do, right? So when you talk to your mind and you say negative stuff, your mind is responding to exactly that. And then you get stuck on looping thoughts because you say, oh, I can't do this. And then you're not able to achieve that because you keep telling yourself you can't do that. And then that thought goes, right? See, I can't do this. Or this is never going to happen to me. Yeah, it's not going to happen to you. And then you go, see, it doesn't happen to me. And that's this looping thought that goes on in a circle. And we have several, believe me, we've got tons of them. So we want to break this loop, right? Because you've been lying to yourself. You are good enough, just for the simple fact that you are in this world. You are good enough. There's nothing else. You're good enough. And we need to start believing that, and then treat ourselves like we would treat our best friend, like say encouraging words that make us feel great, that make us feel confident. So how do all these terrible things parents say to us, or grandparents or whatever, tie into work? Well, imposter syndrome, right? If we don't think we're good enough, we're always living with the imposter syndrome at work. Insecurities when asking for a pay rise. I'm not good enough. Do I deserve a pay rise? What happens a lot is like not speaking up at meetings, not sharing your ideas, your creativity. Difficulty saying no when you're meant to get more workload. Oftentimes, this is what I've seen a lot, is especially to little girls, things are said like, don't run, be careful, you'll hurt yourself, right? So how does that work in the job? Well, say you're looking at a job you would like to do, and then you've got 10 boxes of things that they need you to be able to do. And you look at that, there are 7 boxes you can tick and 3 you can't. Since you've always been taught to be careful, you will go, but I can only tick 7 boxes. I can't tick all the boxes. Whereas someone who learns like, hey, no, jump from there, go climb that tree, do this, do that, be courageous, will go, oh, I can take 3 out of these 10 boxes. Hell yeah, I'm going to apply for that job. So yeah, those it starts way earlier, but these are just some examples. You'll feel scared asking about a promotion or giving honest feedback. You start making yourself small, hiding your talents and your skills. Or you do exactly the opposite. You try to hide that insecurity by putting other people down so you can feel bigger. So that also happens. It's an insecurity. It's not that the person is better than you. It's that the person has insecurities like everyone, just deals with it differently. So what I want to do is break these patterns of the way we talk to each other, because everything starts with a thought. So let's start thinking great thoughts and therefore getting great results. So that'll be like the last part of my talk. So, but how do we change the thoughts? How do we change the feeling that we're not good enough, that we don't matter, that we're not significant? How can we achieve healthy confidence so that we can contribute with our skills and our creativity to our team? How do we shut down that voice that keeps saying, hey, you can't do it. You don't deserve a pay rise. You don't deserve that job or that promotion. How do we learn to speak up and stand up for ourselves? Well, Inception. You've all seen the movie Inception. I will instill in you, in your mind, positive thoughts. So I call this talk, Bring Your Boosted Confidence, Self-Esteem, and Self-Compassion into the Office. But what's the difference? What's the difference between the three of them? So confidence is something outwardly, right? It's an assessment of trust. It's the belief in oneself and one's ability. Trust in the ability to engage successfully, and success experiences lead to self-confidence, and self-confidence leads again to successful experiences. So being confident in a specific area does not mean one is confident in all areas or that one has high self-esteem, right? Self-esteem is more internal. It's the value you attach to yourself. It's the appraisal of your own worth. So low self-esteem, you don't like yourself, you'll easily get depressed, anxious, or have other psychological issues. High self-esteem, you feel good about yourself. And self-esteem is amazing. But there is one thing, it's how we get self-esteem nowadays. So oftentimes, to get high self-esteem, we need to feel special. We need to feel above average. Because in society, it's never okay to be average, right? So we all want to be above average. But if everyone is above average, then we're all average again. So what can happen is that we put other people down to feel better about ourselves. And that, taken to the extreme, is called narcissism. Now, self-compassion, this is something I learned not that long ago. I was talking about high self-esteem, blah, but then I learned about self-compassion. Self-compassion actually doesn't go, oh, how are we different? How am I better than the others? Self-compassion goes, what do we all have in common? What does it mean to be human? And you know what it is? Being imperfect. We all have that in common. Being flawed, that is the shared experience. So self-compassion is a way of relating to ourselves kindly, embracing who we are, flaws and all. We are all flawed people living flawed relationships with other flawed people in a flawed world. And that's beautiful because perfection does not exist. And people get really, really sad if they try to attain perfection because they'll never get there. So I have a question to you. Would you say the same words to your best friend that you say to yourself oftentimes? You wouldn't, right? No, of course you wouldn't. Because you treat your friend with encouragement, with understanding, with empathy, with patience, with gentleness. So why are we harsher and crueler with the language that we use with ourselves? Self-compassion reflects and determines our relationship to ourselves and the world. So let's start treating ourselves with compassion, the same way we would treat our best friends. So I've said it before, we've been all telling ourselves lies that we're not good enough, right? We criticize ourselves because sometimes we actually think if we criticize ourselves, that'll motivate us. But in the end, what happens is that we start believing ourselves. And the mind doesn't know whether it's true or false, if it's sarcasm or reality. So what we need to do is tell ourselves better lies. So for that, I would love to bring you into a wonderful state of meditation. And then I will fill your mind with confidence, self-value, empathy, joy, everything beautiful and positive and fuzzy. So I'm going to ask you all in a second to just look up as if you're looking into your own eyebrows. So what happens is if you look up like that and then close your eyelids, you can see the fluttering in my eyelids, right? That'll happen to you as well. That means that the REM phase is activated. That just gets us deeper into a deep relaxation quicker. Okay, so do you want to try it? I want to see your eyes going up. And then if you lower your eyelids, keeping your eyes up, keep your eyes up and lower your eyelids. Exactly. Oh, I can see lots of fluttering. Lovely. Wonderful. Then, okay, you can just relax your eyes That is wonderful. Perfect. Um, so I want to invite you to sit down super comfortably, lie down if you want to. Just make yourself like super, super comfortable. Take a deep breath in and breathe out slowly. Wonderful. I want you to open up your eyes and look up as high as you can, as if you're looking into your own eyebrows. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And every time you blink, relaxation is coming faster and faster. Keeping your eyes up, take another breath in and exhale. Now a third breath in, and this time, when you exhale, you keep your eyes up, glued to that real imagined spot, and just lower your eyelids. That is wonderful. Your eyes are getting droopy, drowsy, and heavy. The muscles in and around your eyes are super relaxed. Perfect. Now you can just let your eyeballs go wherever they want to go. And I want you to imagine in front of you stairs with 10 steps that take you to your favorite beach. Keep breathing deeply. And you take that step onto the 10th step. And you relax deeply. You take step 9, and each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You take step 8, and you go deeper and deeper into an awareness of yourself. You take step 7, and every sound, every movement flows through you and lets you go deeper, drift deeper, relax deeper. You take step 6 and 5, and you go deeper, relax deeply. You take step 4, and with every heartbeat, you move deeper and deeper into a very relaxed state. Take step 3, and you go deeper, drift deeper. You take step 2, you sleep deeper. And when I say sleep, it's the sleep of your nervous system. And you're taking the last step, and you arrive at that wonderful beach where you feel absolutely safe and wonderful. You can feel the warm sand between your toes, and that warms your body from your feet to your head and relaxes you. The sun warms your body from your head to your toes, and you're absolutely relaxed. Every time I click my finger, you're going to go deeper, 100 times deeper, 200 times deeper. And you find the perfect spot on that beach in the sand. And as you sit down, you go deeper. As you lie down, you go even deeper, relaxing deeply as you make yourself comfortable. You're lying on the beach. You're hearing the waves. The sun is relaxing your mind and your body, and you're absolutely relaxed. You're now in a suggestible state, and I already know that you are highly suggestible, and that this relaxation will have a wonderful transformational effect on you. And how do I know this? Because all your life you've been responding to suggestions from others and the suggestions of your own subconscious and unconscious mind. Many of these suggestions from others and from your mind have been harming you and holding you back and making your life unhappy sometimes. So first, I'm going to show you how suggestible you are. And I want you to imagine your fingertips are tingling. It's like the more you think about the tingling in your fingertips, the stronger the feeling gets. Just keep thinking about the tingling in your fingertips and feel how it gets stronger and stronger. What you can do now is send that to your toes. So imagine you're sending the tingling from your fingertips to your toes. And now your toes are tingling. And the more you think about it, the stronger the tingling gets. So the tingling is in your toes, and it can come back up to your fingers. That is perfect. So you're just going deeper. Now I want you to imagine your eyes are glued shut, sealed shut, locked tight. And every time you try and open your eyes, you find they're glued shut, and you go deeper. When you try and open your eyes again, you feel they are sealed shut, and you go deeper. And when you try to open your eyes, you find they are locked together, and you go deeper and deeper and deeper. Now just allow that drifting, floating feeling to continue as you go deeper, drift deeper. You're listening with your subconscious and conscious mind. But the conscious mind is getting smaller and smaller and drifting off into a corner because you have so much potential in your subconscious mind. You're allowing your subconscious mind to listen, to take everything in, while your conscious attention can just drift into that corner. Just let yourself go deeper. Just allow yourself to drift deeper into an awareness of yourself. Now I want you to scan your body and search for that belief of not being enough in your body. That belief of not being good enough, strong enough, beautiful enough, handsome enough, talented enough, not creative enough. That part of you that keeps telling yourself that you are not good enough. Where is it in your body? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Does it have a color? Is it solid? Is it liquid? Is it gas? Is it in your chest, in your throat, in your mind, in your guts? So once you've found it, I want you to imagine a rocket. It can be a NASA rocket, a space rocket, or maybe a Blue Origin rocket. The uglier, the better. And I want you to imagine you're putting that part of you, that belief of not being enough, into that rocket. And you close the door of the rocket. The door is closed tightly. And 3, 2, 1, lift off. That rocket is leaving your body, leaving your mind, leaving your sphere. And that rocket is going towards the sun. That rocket is really, really fast. So it's almost at the sun. And now it hits the sun. What happens to the rocket? It explodes, right? It burns. So that belief in that rocket is gone. Can it come back? No, it exploded in the sun. It's like the water from your last shower. Even if you wanted to get that dirty water back, you couldn't because it's gone down the drain. So now I want you to shake your head from side to side. And now that you know that you're enough, and knowing that you're enough is ending any destructive thinking, any lack of confidence in yourself. This absolute knowing that you are enough is ending destructive behaviors like not caring, not taking time for yourself, needlessly trying to gain others' approval, running yourself ragged, all those destructive beliefs, behaviors, and patterns that kept you chasing some ideal of perfection, thinking you were not enough, are all going, gone. They are deemed irrelevant and useless. These thoughts will never be part of your life again. All those negative feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, anger, fear, feelings of your needs not being met are shrinking, fading, disappearing. The feelings of being alone, lonely, unloved, no good are erased, eradicated. The feelings of needing to be quiet, being annoying, the feelings of disappointing is gone. The feelings of not being enough, not smart enough, not beautiful enough, not being worthy enough, feelings of being unsafe, hurt, sad, undeserving are shattered, smashed, erased out of your life. These feelings are something of your past and will not be part of your present ever again. So let's fill that place now with new and beautiful beliefs in yourself. So fill you up with self-worth and value and enoughness. And I want you to inhale deeply. And as you go deeper into an absolutely relaxed state, you're listening with your subconscious mind. And understanding is power. And understanding in deep relaxation is the most phenomenal power, because now you understand that it will never be relevant, appropriate, or even interesting to see yourself other than lovable, beautiful, confident, deserving, worthy, gifted, intelligent, and highly successful. You were born certain you were lovable and knowing that you were enough. But sometimes our parents, no matter how much they tried and how much they may love us, sometimes didn't do a great job of nourishing us the way we needed it or loving us the way we needed it. But now you know you are enough just as you are. You are smart enough, beautiful enough, you're intelligent enough, you matter, you belong, everything is available to you. You are meant to be here and you have a place in the world. You're meant to be on the planet. You have always been enough and you will always be enough. And as you let every word seep into your inner being and into that inner child that's with you now, you are enough, just as you are. And you don't have to prove anything to anyone to know that you are enough and that you are of value. For you're not your past, you're not your childhood, you're not your body, you're not your age, your weight, you are not your salary, you're none of these things. What you are is a walking, talking expression of this statement of truth that you are saying to yourself every day. I am enough. And you say it with certainty. You see it with unshakable, unwavering conviction and confidence because it is true. You are more than enough, and you have always been. And you will always be. I'm not enough is the root of so many issues. So saying I am enough is the truth of who you are. There is no issue for you that can't be dramatically improved and fixed by saying I am enough. Its strength is in its simplicity. Your mind accepts it. It absolutely lets it in. You let it in. You repeat it. You repeat it constantly under the shower, in front of the mirror. I am enough. And your mind accepts it. It absolutely lets it in and you feel amazing. You feel phenomenal. You understand that nothing else matters until you know you are enough. Your mind's job is to do exactly what you tell it. And you are telling it daily that you are enough, that you're lovable, you're confident, strong, and have phenomenal coping skills. And because you know and believe that you are enough, you have everything. It's the only thing that really needs to change. And because you are changing that, everything is changing. Your relationships are better. Your work is better. Your relationship with yourself is better. You care for yourself. You have more compassion for yourself. You eat better. You take time to exercise, meditate. You take time for yourself because you know that you are enough and worthy of everything beautiful and abundant. And because you know you're enough, that makes you determined to be the person you were destined to be. And you relish the fact that you are talented, beautiful, handsome, smart, successful, filled with joy and confidence and gratitude. And you tell your mind over and over again that you are enough. And you know that it's your statement of truth. I am enough. You feel it. You say it. It becomes who you are. It isn't just what you do. It is who you are. And every day you're moving on from one phenomenal transformation to another. You now trust yourself profoundly, and you make excellent choices and sound decisions. You move towards your goals with renewed energy, excitement, and confidence, knowing your brilliant mind knows exactly how to do this easily, calmly, effortlessly, because you have phenomenal coping skills. You're empowered, your self-compassion grows, and you radiate confidence. You're indeed bravely navigating through life's ups and downs in ways you didn't know you could, consciously taking everything in your stride, knowing you have that effortless yet powerful control now, control over the way you choose to think, feel, respond, and react calmly, easily, effortlessly, and confidently. And knowing this, you are confident and feel secure in your surroundings, in business, and in any new opportunities that arrive. It is easy for you to ask for what you need, to speak up when you have a grand idea. Effortlessly, you speak up in meetings because what you have to say is important. It's creative, and it matters. Everything works out for you. You know this and you trust this. Your mind learns by repetition. So as you play this recording, every day my voice goes with you. It stays embedded in you and has a powerful, all-pervasive impact on you. You hear these thoughts, you think these thoughts, you completely accept these suggestions. They go right in, sink in like lotion on dry skin. They have a powerful, life-changing, motivating impact on you. And because you trust that you are lovable and deserve to be loved, cherished, adored, you deserve to be heard and to share your voice, your gifts, your talents easily, effortlessly, always enriching those around you. You're highly valued. You're confident. You're successful. You deserve to shine, and you shine bright. You shine easily and effortlessly at work. You get along with everyone because you get along with yourself, and you know with unshakable certainty that you are enough. All around you, others are noticing it too, and they mirror back to you the value and the respect that you deserve because you respect and value yourself. You truly are creative, talented, smart, strong, successful, beautiful, handsome, and lovable. And you are enough, and you know and accept this as truth in the deepest part of you. You will never, ever need anyone to make you feel good about yourself because now you do such a phenomenal job of being compassionate towards yourself, treating yourself like you would your best friend. You praise yourself daily because you know the most important words you will ever hear are the words you say to yourself. And your confidence, self-esteem, and your self-compassion grows daily as you praise yourself. Love yourself, care about always doing what is good and healthy for your body, mind, and spirit. As you go deeper, you truly do believe in yourself. Only children depend on other people for their own feelings, but you're an adult. And you accept that the most important words you will ever hear are the words you say to yourself. The most important opinion for you is your own opinion about yourself. And your opinion of yourself is getting stronger and more positive every day. You are aware that you are directing your mind clearly, and as a consequence, you're directing your life. So now you're tapping into your unconscious mind to achieve what you wish to achieve for yourself. So you let yourself just go deeper and deeper. You're using your inner resources to move towards your goals with energy and focus while feeling calm, positive, and relaxed. You're clear-minded, focused, intelligent, and excited about life and all the wonderful opportunities and possibilities ahead. You speak clearly, easily, effortlessly, and present yourself with steadfast confidence, with poise and grace. Anytime you are presenting or standing in front of a group, you're relaxed, your mind is focused, you have great memory, and you easily recall any information you need. Your head is high, your shoulders down, your throat is moist, your words flow easily and effortlessly as you deliver your ideas, thoughts, or reports. People value and appreciate all you do. They value your knowledge, your expertise, as well as your warm and friendly nature, as others resonate with you. And as you continue to listen daily to this recording and to respond, you have continued success at living a more confident, fulfilling life, manifesting all you desire. You were designed worthy, strong, intelligent, clear-minded, with phenomenal coping skills, energy, vitality, and fully able to express yourself and your needs in a calm and relaxed manner. Whichever setting you are in, you easily and effortlessly say what you need to. You speak up. You feel good about talking, negotiating, even arguing in a peaceful manner, but standing your ground. Each day, you know with unwavering confidence that any challenges can and are easily handled. Because you're focused, you remain calm and confident, and there are always people happy to assist you in any way with whatever it is that you need help with. You find it exhilarating, exciting that you can meet your own needs, no longer depending on others for your own worth. You know you are of value. You know you're enough, that you matter, that you're unique. There's not another you in the entire universe. And that alone makes you so special. You're highly valued, and that's a fact. You bring so much love, care, joy, laughter, and value to all those whose lives you touch. Life wouldn't be the same without you in it. You have purpose and you matter. Yes, you can feel it, see it all coming true. You have a clear vision of what the life you desire and all the things are open and available to you. You're attracting positive outcomes, positive conversation, and positive, caring, loving, nurturing people. You're drawn to positive people like a magnet, and you know with unshakable confidence that you are lovable enough. You believe in yourself fully and completely. You are creating an amazing life, and life loves you. You're filled with joy and happiness. You calmly, easily, respectfully, and confidently share your thoughts and feelings, completely in charge of your emotions, feeling relaxed and at ease, always looking for what will be for the highest good of all. You only surround yourself with loving, caring, respectful, positive people, and you deserve and love being in company of positive, caring, genuine people. I want you to imagine a diamond above your head. That diamond is wider than your widest part, and it spins clockwise. Choose the color of that diamond. Slowly, this diamond drops down on your head. It pauses in your brain, in your mind, and clears every bad thought, every critical thought you ever had about yourself, every mumbled negative thought, every word, every toxic thought, word, image. With the spinning of the diamond, your mind is cleared of all negative, toxic, and critical thoughts. And in place of the negative, critical, and toxic thoughts, the diamond installs loving, caring, respectful, and positive thoughts, words, and images about yourself. Whilst it spins, it absolutely solidifies every truth I have been suggesting. The diamond continues to your throat and gives you the absolute confidence to speak up, say what needs to be said in a clear and strong voice. As the diamond spins down your body, every toxin, every debris, every issue gets spun away, and health, cellular health, organ health, bone health is solidified. As the diamond spins down your body, your nervous system is being cleared and healed. Your cardiovascular, skeletal, and muscular systems are strengthened. Your hormonal and digestive systems are balanced. Your lymphatic and respiratory systems are cleared, and your reproductive system is being strengthened and healed. All toxins and debris are being swiped away and being pushed down all the way down to your feet. So I want you to imagine now that you can open a valve at the sole of your feet. And all the toxins, every negative thought, every sick cell, every debris is flowing out. Everything is leaving your body as the diamond leaves your body. When everything is out, you can close the valve. And all that is left is a healthy mind and a healthy body. My voice has a powerful, permanent, and all-pervasive impact on you. You hear these words, you think these thoughts, you completely accept these suggestions. They have a powerful, wonderful, motivating impact on you. You respond to every suggestion perfectly. You believe it, you feel it, you see it, experience it, and let it in. So I'm going to slowly count you up. And you can easily and effortlessly come to your full awareness when I arrive at 5. So on the count of 1, you're feeling amazing. You're feeling wonderful. You're feeling at ease. On the count of 2, you're feeling safe and secure, calm and collected. On the count of 3, you're feeling extraordinary because the truth about you is that you are enough. On the count of 4, you fill up your lungs, take a deep breath. And as you feel sensation and energy coming into your body, I count to 5 and you can open your eyes slowly and come back to your surroundings, feeling phenomenal and light and sparkly and enough. And now you can stretch your muscles, take a deep yawn, because you've done spectacularly. So I've been talking about the recording. I have made a recording with some underlying meditational music. And because our mind learns through repetition, I ask you for yourself to listen to that recording every day for 21 to 30 days, because that's how long we take to change our habits, right? So if you start making your bed on day 1, you'll have to make your bed day 2, 3, and then starting day 21, you make your bed automatically. So listening to this recording for 21 to 30 days or whenever you need it to remind yourself of how phenomenal you are, do it. It's going to be in the chat. I think Elchin is going to post it in the chat. And you'll get an email as well from Meetup with the recording and with the recording of this session as well. So if anyone would like, I would love to hear how you feel after this deep relaxation. So I don't know, Elchin, can you unmute or give everyone the chance to unmute? They want to?
Sure. Give me a second. Okay. Now everyone can unmute themselves.
So I'd love to hear how you feel, if you're relaxed, if you feel good about yourself, that you feel good about yourself. No? Okay, hang on. There was something in the chat I could read.
Maybe I, as a moderator, can also start. So first, thank you for that. That was actually amazing. What I can share, like I felt very relaxed. What makes my life as a moderator now more difficult because I had to go back into the talking mode. Yeah, that was very inspiring, and like I really was drifted somewhere away while you talked. Before maybe some people want to share something, I would like to ask you, is there like a special time you would suggest doing that, or like any period in day, or is there anything you could suggest to people what they should maybe think of?
So basically think of nothing. It even works if, so what happens to me when I listen to my recordings to sort my issues out, I usually listen to them at night and I fall asleep. But it doesn't matter. Our subconscious mind is still awake. It gets it, right? So even if we fall asleep during the listening to the audio, it's fine. So you can use it to fall asleep. You will fall asleep probably quite easily if you're listening to it at night in your bed. You can listen to it in the morning to start the new day feeling amazing. You can, if you need a timeout, for example, a power nap or something, just to get, because what happens is when you're going deeper into relaxation, you're going into from the beta brain wave, which is the brain wave we operate on all the time consciously. You're going to the alpha brain wave, like meditation, like yoga nidra, like guided relaxations, and that basically you're in that zone, right? And that'll make you even more awake or energize you as well. So you can listen to it whenever you need to. Elena
Thanks.
likes the zone.
Yeah, and there are like a lot of comments already now in the chat, like that it felt very relaxed, good, and happy. Some people almost fell asleep.
Yeah, that's fine.
And yeah, so there's this zone. We could definitely feel it. Maybe somebody else wants to share something about it.
It was relaxing. Almost fell asleep.
It was amazing.
Oh,
it was amazing.
Also
You
sharing.
weren't even there.
I'm here, right here.
I got from the side here. Very relaxing. You feel good and happy, Irina. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you for commenting. So, are there any questions? Is there anything apart from timing when to listen to?
I have one question.
Yes.
Is it something like manifestation?
Yeah, you could call it that. Have you done manifestation before?
No, but I have seen two people around. They're my neighbors now.
Mm-hmm.
And what they tell me that they have been practicing it for some time. And whenever they want something, they manifest it, and they get it in the right exact that amount.
Yeah.
So she was just telling me today that she wished that she get an apartment with some rent of like 700.
And she got it.
She got it just now, just in the place where she wanted.
Yeah.
And she said she could have wished even lower.
Well, the thing is, everything starts with a thought, right? And it's whatever you put in your mind, right? So if you trust and you know you're going to find an apartment for 700 euros in Prenzlauer Berg, you'll probably find it, because that's what you, it's such a deep truth inside of you that that's going to happen, that it will happen. It's exactly like with the opposite, you know, if you say, I'll never find an apartment for 700, you won't, right? So yeah, it's manifestation. You manifest that you are enough, that, you know, you're confident. And change the way you talk to yourself, change the words you use.
There's also another question, because you mentioned we should listen to a longer period of time to the recording. You also share with us to manifest the thought and to learn more. But somebody asked, what if I miss a day or a night?
Like, that's okay. Like, a day or a night won't harm anybody, obviously. So thank you for the question, Huda. I can read it here. That's, yeah, absolutely. It's just, I mean, do it as much as you feel that you need it, right? And as much as you feel that it's there anchored in you, that, you know, you notice how you change your thoughts about certain things. You notice how it changes the way you speak to yourself. For example, as I said, I used to say, oh God, I'm so stupid. I don't even say that, and I don't even think that anymore. That has gone. You know, some people start, instead of saying I'm so stupid or I'm an ass or I've heard people saying I'm a fucking loser or whatever, they start saying things that sound funny, like, oh, I'm a numpty, or something that's not that bad, when they have that, you know, that thought coming at you, because it does happen, right? So they just consciously change it, and I consciously took it out of my vocabulary, because I was confronted with people telling me I'm dumb, with people treating me like I'm an idiot quite a lot as well, right? So I'm not calling myself that. This has nothing to do with me. I'm smart enough, intelligent enough. So yeah.
Yeah, actually, you already took my next question, because I wanted to ask you what, like, is there anything that you personally already learned or took away since you're practicing it? And yeah.
So much. Oh, so much. So my friends have changed. Like, I started spending more time with the people who actually mattered than with people who weren't good for me, that were, you know, using me, because I'm a nice person. I like helping people. I'm when somebody goes, hey, can you help me? I'm like, yep, I'm there. I'm helping you. And people, some friends of mine started, you know, not knowingly, but started using me. And since I sort of started becoming aware of all these things, that has stopped. So things like I said in the beginning about sexual violence and harassment, that has been going on my whole life. And until I said, no, stop. Where does it come from? What do I need to do? How do I need to change the way I think? I need to stand up for myself. I need to start telling myself better words and not, you know, depreciating myself. And that has changed. So I'm still working on it. There's still so much I'm working on, but it has changed. So yeah.
Thanks for sharing, and also in general, thanks for sharing so much of your personal journey. I think that makes it much easier also to take the first steps, at least for me, and understand in which direction this could go and what we can take from it.
Thank you.
So, is there any other question left you would like to know? I think they're clapping hands, and there was also a comment in the beginning, actually, that I wanted to share with you from Myra, that they also saw the TED Talk that you recommended, and they're self-identified as multi-potentialite. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly. Yeah. And yeah, so they share their same thoughts as you do, and we're very happy not to feel so alone anymore.
Yeah, is that amazing? I started crying because I mean, we humans, we are social people, social animals, right? We need to feel connected, and if we don't feel connected, you know, what happens is that we feel lonely, we feel alone, we feel depressed, we start feeling anxious, and that was like a big thing for me, that I felt completely disconnected from everyone else, because society says, look, you study medicine, you become a doctor, you know, whatever, and then you do that one thing, or you know, you're an engineer and you do that one thing. And I was never like that. I thought I was weird for, oh, I want to be a kindergarten teacher. Oh, I want to do sales. Oh, I want to do this. I want to, oh, and now I'm doing this, and now I'm doing that. And that video really was like so amazing. It was like, so I urge everyone who feels weird about themselves because they like several things to watch that video. You're not alone.
There's actually also another question. So can we have customized session with you, Natalie? If yes, how?
Yeah, you can. You can contact me. I'm everywhere on Facebook, on Instagram, with my name, Natalie Lund, or the Lighthouse Therapist. So you can Google it.
I think also, if there is not another question right now, you can obviously also always reach out to Natalie in her contact details later on if another question comes up later. I think everybody feels quite relaxed right now. So,
Yeah.
that is a challenging
It's hard to
thing
talk
for
afterwards.
Q&A. But yeah, so I would love to say thank you again, Natalie, for this great session, for making us so relaxed in the end of this day. To everyone else, thanks for joining. Thanks for being part of this. And we will share the video and everything with you afterwards, so you can start your journey as soon as possible. And obviously reach out to Natalie if other questions come up.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone.